Welcome to Academic Gain Tutorials. In this video, we will discuss about dividend after-tax income calculation for estate planning. When planning wealth transfer, many people focus on the size of their investment portfolio, but they do not always focus on how much dividend income actually remains after taxes and estate-related costs. However, this number is very important because it helps families estimate usable income, plan cash flow more accurately, and make better estate decisions for heirs or surviving family members. To begin with, the first step is to list all dividend income. This means adding the annual dividends from all relevant investments. It is also helpful to separate regular recurring dividends from one-time payouts, because regular income is usually more useful for estate planning. By doing this, you create a clear starting point for the full after-tax income calculation. Next, identify the account type of each investment. Some assets may be held in taxable accounts, while others may be in tax-deferred or tax-advantaged accounts. This matters because the account type affects when taxes apply, how taxes are calculated, and how much income may finally be available. In addition, it is wise to keep estate-held assets and personally held assets clearly separated so the planning process stays organized. After that, estimate the taxable amount of the dividend income. Not every dividend is always taxed in exactly the same way. Depending on the country, account rules, exemptions, and dividend treatment, a portion may be taxable while another portion may receive different treatment. Therefore, it is important to estimate the expected taxable dividend amount instead of assuming all income is treated equally. Then, apply the effective tax rate. In simple terms, this means estimating the combined realistic tax rate that may apply to the dividend income. This may include federal, state, or local taxes if relevant. Using a realistic effective rate is important because estate planning works best when estimates are practical rather than overly optimistic. Once the tax rate is known, calculate the tax payable. This can be done by multiplying the taxable dividend income by the effective tax rate. This step shows the estimated tax cost of the dividend stream and helps reveal how much of the gross income will not remain available after taxes. After that, find the net after-tax income. This is simply the gross dividend income minus the tax payable. In other words, this is the amount that remains after taxes and is much more useful for estate planning than the gross number alone. It gives a better picture of the income the estate or beneficiaries may actually benefit from. Moreover, it is also important to account for estate costs. These may include administration costs, advisory fees, transfer costs, or other expenses related to managing or settling the estate. By subtracting those costs from the net after-tax income, you can estimate the usable estate dividend income. This is the figure that helps with practical planning because it reflects the income that may truly be available. Then, use the final result in estate planning decisions. For example, it can help estimate the income available for heirs, compare the stability of income from different assets, and support smarter decisions about which investments are more suitable for long-term wealth transfer. In addition, reviewing the plan regularly with a professional can help keep the strategy aligned with changing tax rules, estate rules, and family needs. To make this simple, let's look at a quick example. Suppose gross annual dividends are $12,000. If the full taxable dividend income is also $12,000 and the estimated effective tax rate is 15%, then the tax payable would be $1,800. This leaves net after-tax income of $10,200. Then, if estimated estate costs are $700, the usable estate dividend income becomes $9,500. This is the figure that better reflects the actual income available for estate planning purposes. So, the key lesson is clear. Dividend after-tax income calculation helps estimate real income, improves estate cash flow planning, supports better asset decisions, and reduces unpleasant surprises for heirs. Instead of looking only at gross dividend income, estate planning becomes much stronger when you focus on the amount that remains after taxes and related costs. This video is for general educational purposes only. Tax treatment, estate rules, and inheritance laws vary by country, account type, and personal situation, so always consult a qualified tax professional or estate planning professional before making decisions. If this short video was helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.